up, doll collectors, hobbyists, fabs, and besties? I'm Toya, an adult doll collector. Welcome to my miniverse. Today, I'm taking some time to do a few things I've been wanting to get to. I don't really have a plan. We'll just see where the day goes. Oh, I got a new tool. I was reading the comments and someone was like, Toya, why are you cutting wooden dowels with scissors and sawing them with craft knives? There's a tool. How long have you known about this? And you're just now telling me? To be fair, I'm known for just winging it, using what I got and just figuring it out. I haven't really been checking for tools. These are miter shears. I bought them on Amazon. When I bought them, the price was $26.99, and then after tax, it was about $28, but now it's $29.99. I've seen other companies, other options, so you can always shop around. I've already been trying it out, and it totally works. I just have to release this little safety here, then they can open. This little plate here, it moves, so you can turn it to whatever angle that you want. There's a blade. It's sharp. Handle with care. You've been warned. Then I can place the wooden dowel right on that little line and cut it. Do you see that? Not bad. And now I can totally make better dollhouse frames. That was a pretty thick wooden dowel, so let's try it out on this thinner, softer, square wooden dowel. I want to see if it splits. And so far, so good. Well, I got a few little splinters, but not too bad. We can lightly sand that and be good to go. Now I want to make a few frames. But first, we're going to need a wall, so let's do that. Here is an old hidden box room that's seen better days. This was our hidden doll room living room, where we made cushions using an old yoga mat. One side has broken off, but I think we can salvage some of this. So let's clear it out. Oh, we got a Summer in Cali TV. I am also pulling these cushions off the wall and pulling up the floor. I printed this rug on velvet paper. So see if I can salvage that. I don't know if we'll use it for this project, but we'll see. Now we have a corner room. The floor is pretty damaged, so we're gonna have to patch that up. Right now, this wall measures 11 inches, but I want to get it to 15, so we need to add 4 more inches. And I want the floor to go out 5 inches. So let's mark and trim off the excess. Then glue it onto the other side, taking more foam board from the floor until we get the room size that we want. I patched some of the floor with stronger foam board. Then let's cover it with a layer of poster board to smooth things out. Let's use a brick scrapbook paper on the walls. This one has reddish bricks that are whitewashed. Our sofa is going to be brown, so that's not too bad. Here are the bricks we used in Summer's apartment. They're a little more orange, and they look good with the couch too. I'm gonna go with the orange bricks. And for the floor, let's use this peel and stick paper from the dollar store, and I added a strip of poster board to the bottom for a thin baseboard. Let's take the old couch and arrange it to make a new couch. It does look like it's going to take up most of this area, and my base is slightly shorter than my top cushions, so I salvaged a little bit of fabric from the old base, cut and glued together leftover pieces of foam board to get to the size that we need. I glue a strip of felt onto the front edge, then cover the side that will be visible with that scrap of fabric. Y'all, we are totally trying to salvage as much as we can from this room. Let's glue on the cushions, then the sides, and the back cushions. I chose to glue everything down since this is a room I'm going to be moving around a lot. Let's take a wooden dowel. Let's use our new scissors to trim it down. I take a wood circle and glue it to the bottom. I paint it black. I glue a line of LED lights going up the back. I added a few lines of hot glue going all the way around to help support it. Then wrap all of the wires with the lights at the top. Touch up the paint where needed. Then take a toilet paper roll, trace around it on clear plastic from packaging, cut it out, Take a strip of paper, wrap it around the paper tube, glue the paper so the tube can be removed. Take the clear cutout, and we're going to glue it inside, then glue it on top for a lampshade. To make a lamp, we can place in the corner that has a little glow. I used a little poster putty to hold it in place, and we can still reach the battery pack. Let's take a wooden oval cutout and a few wooden dowels. Let's use our tool to cut the wooden dowels into 3-inch pieces. So far, this is giving pretty clean cuts. Well, better than what I usually do. I glue the wooden dowels onto the underside of the oval to make a side table that is just narrow enough to fit on the side of the couch. Brush it with a little Mod Podge. I was thinking about adding our faux leather pillows from our dollar store video. Yeah, I like that. And maybe a couple of our easy printable books that are available on our blog, myfroggystuff.blogspot.com. And we can add one of our candles from our mini Target video. This one's pumpkin spice. We can take one of the mini pumpkins that we bought at Target and place it on the other table to be festive. I'm also adding a small potted plant for a touch of green. Combine this space with our fall window that we made in a previous video to extend the scene. A few weeks ago, we covered this Barbie couch, but I wanted a sofa that was a little larger. And we were totally able to get that by giving an older craft a new look. And now we have a wall for our frames that we haven't made yet. I got on my tablet and drew some fall art. Okay, I didn't draw that one, I traced it. But I drew all the others. Well, except for that one, that's a picture. And those are text. But I did write these, and I totally miss Bella right now. I printed this on cardstock, and I included my color palette. I don't know if that's needed, but it's there. I'm adding a little snake plant. I take 1/8 of an inch square wooden dowels. I place them onto the printable. I line it up with the printed black border. And using a pencil, I'm going to lightly sketch where I need to cut on both ends. I move this to make a 45-degree angle, then line up my wooden dowel with that center line there, and cut. This picture is a square, so I cut 4 more the same size. Use a little tacky glue or wood glue to glue the sides or the angles together. Paint them. While waiting for them to dry, let's cut out the pictures. That can totally be used without the wood frames, but I'm gonna add the wooden frames for a little dimension. And I'm quickly learning that they're not all cut perfectly. There is a little bit of a learning curve, and with these thin wooden dowels, I did splinter a few. I placed a little white poster putty on the back and the corners so I can hang up the art, which I used to pretty much cover the walls, giving this room a pumpkin spice theme. Let's bring in our pumpkin pillow that we made in our Target video and our miniature pumpkin spice latte that we made in this video. So the dolls can curl up on the couch and read a good book while enjoying a 5-year-old pumpkin spice latte. So that was a fun little crafting journey. We tested out a new tool, which I hope I'll get better at, but I do really like it for cutting those round wooden dowels. We recycled an old doll room into our new pumpkin spice living room. Thank you for joining us. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. Don't forget to ring the bell and follow us on Instagram at MyFroggyStuff, the Frog Vlog, and Bella of MyFroggyStuff. And we will see you next time. Bye!